for calling LA Downtown Medical Center. For English, press 1. To connect with the downtown campus, press 1. To connect with the Ingleside campus, press 2. For the operator, press 0. Thank you for calling LADMC Ingleside campus. Press 1 for patient care department. Ingleside campus ancillary department. Human resources, Patty speaking.
Hi, Patty. So I have a problem with your hospital that I'm trying to resolve as quickly as possible. I don't know if you're the right person to speak to.
May I ask who's calling?
Why do you need my name right away? My name is Jonathan. My name is Jonathan.
Okay, how can I help you, Jonathan?
So for starters, I need, and I know you guys are going to give me a hard time about this, probably. I need a completed doctor's certificate from a doctor who was pretending to take care of me in your hospital.
Were you here at the Ingleside campus?
Almost a year ago today.
But which hospital were you
Ingleside. It's in, what town are you guys in? I'm pretty sure it's Ingleside.
Okay, is it the one in
Is it Rosemead? Is it Rosemead?
Yes.
Yes, I'm trying.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the one I was in.
Okay, and what is it that you need?
I need a completed. Basically, long story short, your hospital detained me under reasons that will come out that are probably wrong, and you guys exacerbated a mental illness in me because of the way you guys handled me as a patient. And I'm trying to get a doctor's certificate stating that I have PTSD, considering that's what you guys decided to hold me for 3 days, because disability is asking for that. And in current times, considering what your hospital did to me, I am unable to receive a vaccine because you strapped me down to a table against my will and took my blood and showed me that the government cannot be trusted. So I'm trying to get a doctor's certificate to show that, because you guys were the last physicians I saw.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is Selena.
Hi. Are you a different person?
I'm gonna assume I am. I'm not sure. What can I do for you?
I was transferred to you. I thought she was putting me on hold to talk back to her. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to repeat my story again. Can you tell me what your position is?
My name is Selena. I'm the Director of Patient Relations and Community Relations.
Okay. Can you maybe describe to me a little more what that means? Because I was speaking to somebody else, so I'm a little confused as to why I'm speaking to you now.
Well, I'm a patient advocate. So
Okay.
are you concerned about a patient?
No, I'm trying to get a doctor's certificate because you guys held me for 3 days on PTSD related issues and exacerbated the problem. There's a big long story to that. The first step would be to get this doctor's certificate so I could submit it to disability. And that's, I guess, what I'm trying to do in this moment. We can have a big long conversation about that if you want.
So you're trying to get a doctor to sign off on your...
I'm trying to get, okay, I'm just going to tell you, I guess, let me explain. Okay, so I am a victim of anti-Semitism and violent abuse. Last year, I contacted my school and I said, hey, this is what I went through. I need closure so I can move on. They faked an investigation for a month. And when I called them to see what was going on, and they said there was nothing they were going to do about it, and I told them, well, you guys have a problem in your school. Your environment is violent to the point it's causing people to have suicidal ideations. They used that to have the LAPD detain me against my will for 3 days. And then I got lost in your system for 3 days to the point people had to call your hospital and threaten you with a lawsuit to get a doctor to actually talk to me. While I was in that hospital for 3 days, I experienced conditions I had never quite experienced in my life. And I'm not saying I entered into your hospital without PTSD related to the abuse I went through that you guys helped cover up, but you guys made it worse. To the point where I am just put yourself in my shoes, right? I went to a government and I said, hey, you guys mistreated me. I need closure for that. And then they used another government to try to cover it up. And you guys helped them because you didn't have enough doctors or you didn't put my name in the system or whatever. And I was forced to spend 3 nights in a bedroom with somebody who was jerking off at 12 a.m. Somebody was talking to themselves. And every time I tried to talk to your hospital, they treated me like I was somebody who should not be listened to when I tried to tell them my story. So I've been put in a position where I'm disabled because of what your hospital did to me. And I'm specifically calling for you guys to help me with whatever this completed doctor certificate is, because the last doctor I spoke to was the doctor in your hospital who both supposedly determined I should be there for 3 days without speaking to me. And then when he finally spoke to me and people were saying, well, this guy shouldn't be in here, and he was about to go on vacation for the weekend and just leave me in there for the weekend, he decided I could be released. So I'm just trying to get that doctor to confirm the supposed diagnoses that you guys used to justify me being in there and justify me being released so that I can give it to the California government.
Okay. First of all, let me start off with this. What is your name?
Jonathan Littman.
And who was the doctor, Jonathan?
I can probably get that information. I thought you'd be able to give me that. Would you want to bear with me to look through my paperwork, or do you want to try to look?
No, let me spell it. I can look you up and
Okay.
find that out, find that information. How do you spell your last name?
Lipman, Lipman.
Lip. Okay. Jonathan. And what's your date of birth?
It's April 8th, 1989.
808, you said?
April 8th, 1989.
89. Okay. What's your phone number?
It's 609
609
618
618
2597.
2597. Okay, Jonathan, let me see. It is, if you're looking for the physician to sign off on that certificate,
Mm-hmm.
the best thing that I can do is find out who that is and then give you his office number, because he's the one that has to fill that out. The doctors are not.
I
The
understand.
doctors are not employees of the hospital. They're so.
Okay, I didn't know
But I
that.
can get his contact information.
Okay, that would be fine.
All right. And I'll call you back.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye. Hello?
Hi, this is Jonathan.
Yes.
Jonathan, this is Selena from Alabama.
Selena. Okay, hi.
Hello. So, Jonathan, I was under the impression, the one thing I didn't ask you was when you were admitted, but this was a while back, right?
This was almost a year ago.
Yeah.
I asked for documents in January, but you guys didn't give me all of them, I guess. I have spoken to you guys in the past about this, but as coronavirus goes on, it becomes more and more apparent the problem. So,
Okay. So, I will give you the phone number of
Okay.
the doctor's office.
Okay.
Hold on a quick second. Hold on. Okay, hello. Let's see. Let me get you the number. Dr. Gassesi.
yep, that's it. Can you spell that for me?
Okay.
It's just his last name, G-U-I.
Gassesi is, no, it's
G-E-S-S-E.
G-E-S-S-E.
Okay, okay.
And his number is 866
Okay,
770
okay,
4677.
okay.
Okay?
I guess my question is he still affiliated with your hospital?
He's still on staff here.
Yes, okay. I guess that'd probably be, do you know if his office, like, has a staff and everything? It's like a normal office?
That I don't know.
You don't know,
I wish I
okay.
could answer that question, but I mean, hopefully direct line.
Okay.
So you're not.
What is it?
213
213 484
3252.
3252. And I guess my other question would be, what was I going to ask? I forgot it. All right, I'll give him a call. Is there a? I just remembered. Is there a patient identifier or anything I should give him, or my name should suffice?
Your name and date of birth should suffice.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye. Just for the record, I am calling the number 866-700-4677 that was given to me. That is on record for the hospital, taking care of people.
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
I'm going to call it again just so people can hear. The number you are calling, that's a medical professional, isn't available. He can't be held accountable. Thank you for calling. Further down the rabbit hole. She knew it wasn't his number, too. Here's your number in case you gotta call me back.
Hello, you have reached Selena Casimiro, Director of Business Development for LA Downtown Medical Center. Please leave your message after the tone, and I will return your call. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hi, Selena. The number I tried calling for Dr. Giussessi says it's not in service. Maybe I misheard or you misspoke. I dialed 866-770-4677. You can call me back if you get my voicemail and the number I called was wrong. Maybe you can just restate it and I'll try again. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for calling Del Amo Hospital. If this is a medical emergency, please hang up.
Well, that's clearly not his number. Hi, who am I speaking with?
Dr. Cassessa.
I'm actually speaking with Dr. Gassessa, or I'm speaking with his office.
Who am I speaking with?
Jonathan?
Jonathan.
You're not going to know my last name. Why do you need my last name? I'm looking for Dr. Giussessi. I'm just trying to get his accurate information. Hold on one second. I called the LA Downtown Medical Center, Ingleside campus, where Dr. Giussessi also supposedly works at, and they gave me a number that wasn't accurate. I'm just trying to get in touch with Dr. Giussessi on the right number.
This is the office. How can I help you?
Okay, I was a patient of Dr. Giussessi's briefly last year in LA Downtown Medical Center, Ingleside campus. I need to speak with him about that. For starters, I'm trying to get a doctor's certificate from him for disability.
Okay. Doctor's certificate for disability?
Yep.
Did you have a pen?
A pen? I can get one. Hold on one second. Finding paper is going to take an extra second. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
Use a fax to relay any documents. 310.
Wait, what do you mean use a fax? But I'll take the number.
Over any documents.
Well, I don't have any documents. What do you mean documents?
For disability.
Oh,
How disability works is
okay. I see. So they gave me like this, you want me to fax over, is it,
whatever it is, any documents you need to be filled out, see if it's appropriate. We'll relay it to the
okay,
office.
but would it be like a red box document type of thing?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Whatever document you have.
Physician practitioner certificate I should fax over to you is what you're saying.
Whatever it is, the documents that you have. I
Okay.
can't say
Okay.
you have
Okay.
310
Understood. 310
218
218
04
04
91.
691. Okay. Now one of the things that they told me is I can't send faxes or copies. I have to give them. It says your claim is missed. Please have the doctor complete the enclosed forms and return in the envelope provided. No faxes or copies, please. So you're going to need this legit thing, I'm assuming.
Well, send the documents through fax.
Okay.
And we'll take it from there.
Okay. How long would this take, you think?
I'm not quite sure, but just send it over. That's the first step.
Okay.
We'll give you a timeline.
Okay, so send it over, call you back.
Okay, very good.
Okay, bye. Just hangs up on me. These fucking people, I swear. That was the dude. That was the dude who I spoke to.
Please leave your message for 310-770-4724.
Oh, they all already got my message, and they're all running scared. These fucking people.
Thank you for calling Valley DMC Ingleside Campus. Press 1 for patient care department. Good afternoon, Human Resources. This is Ernie.
Hi, I was just transferred to Selena. I don't know if were you not the person I spoke to?
No. Is
No.
there something I can help you with?
I'm talking to the Ingleside part, right?
No. This is a downtown campus.
Okay.
Do you want me to transfer you to Ingleside?
What would be easier? Okay, you guys, I don't understand why I'm talking to specific people. I'm trying to get in touch with a doctor who you guys gave me a number, and then I left a message with Selena multiple times. She hasn't gotten back to me. She's the one who gave me the incorrect number. Eventually, I looked up the guy's phone number online, and I thought I spoke to him, and I sent information to him, but now I'm worried it wasn't him. It was online with reviews for the doctor. But I'm trying to get in touch with this guy.
Okay. Give me a second. Do not hang up on me. Hold on.
Okay.
And you said a doctor. Is he one in our roster? Do you know?
When I spoke to you guys yesterday, Selena was one of the people I spoke to. She said he was, and she's the one who gave me his number and said if it doesn't work, call me back. And it didn't work, and I called her back, but she never returned my calls.
Okay, give me 1 second. Hello?
Hi.
Okay, I'm going to send you to Jessica. She is with medical staff.
Okay.
She should have more information regarding that one doctor that you're asking for.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me transfer you over. 1 second. Hold on.
Thanks.
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Hello?
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 Hi, Lynn.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Okay. I'm trying to... Okay, so I spoke to somebody named Selena in Human Resources. I'm trying to get in contact with a doctor who saw me last year in downtown LA Ingleside campus. I was given a number by Selena that turned out not to be his accurate number. On the internet, I looked him up and found what I thought was his number and spoke to somebody who I thought was in his office. They made it seem legit. It's a number that's listed online, and they told me to fax over specific...
I can barely hear you, sir.
Okay.
I can barely hear you.
Okay, I'll try to speak louder. What did you hear?
That you were trying to look for somebody.
Okay. I'm trying to... Let me explain again. So yesterday, I called up your LA downtown medical center. I am not sure how I ended up getting transferred to Selena, but I did, who told me that I was looking for a specific doctor, and she gave me a phone number I can reach him at. She told me if I can't reach him, which the number turned out to be disconnected, I should call her back and leave her a message. And I did. She never got back to me. So I went on the internet and looked for this doctor and found what I thought was his number, and spoke to somebody in what I thought was his office who told me to fax over the information that Selena told me to find him to fax over. Now that office isn't answering their phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm trying to get in touch with this doctor and figure out what happened.
Who's this doctor that you're trying to reach?
Giuseppe?
Giuseppe? Let me see if I can get his office number for you.
Okay.
Hold on, okay? What's your callback number? What's your name?
My name is Jonathan. My phone number is 609-618-2597.
609
618
618.
2597.
Okay, Jonathan. I'm gonna check if I can get Dr. Giuseppe's number for you. Okay?
Okay.
I'll call you back.
Okay.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Hello, is this Jonathan?
Yes.
Hi, Jonathan. I'm calling you back from LEDMC.
Okay.
I got the office number for Dr. Giuseppe.
Okay.
I spoke to the secretary,
Okay.
and she's expecting your call.
Which
Are you
secretary?
ready for the number?
Sure.
310
Okay.
936 9906.
Okay.
Dr. Giuseppe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You can call her.
Okay. Do we know why I was given the wrong number yesterday?
Oh, because the number that's on file, I think they disconnected that number. It needs to be updated in the system.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know
Did
who.
they give you the 866 number?
Hold on.
What number did
I
they give
can
you?
tell you 1 second. I just have to access my phone. It looks like 866-770-46.
770-4677.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them to remove that in the system because that's not a working number anymore.
Okay. Well,
I'm
I
so sorry
don't
about that, okay?
know who I sent the wrong information to. We'll see where that goes. Okay. Thank you.
No, but that's not even a working number.
No, after she didn't call me back because I have a limited time to do this, I looked online and they told me I guess I talked to a scammer who's using his.
I'm so sorry that happened to you, but the number that somebody gave you from the hospital is actually his office number before, and now it's not a working number because I think that they disconnected that line.
Okay, so just to confirm one more time, 310-936-9906.
Yes, Jonathan.
Okay, thank you.
You have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello?
Hi. Yes?
Who am I speaking with?
This is Dr. G's assistant.
Okay. Doctor who?
Professor?
Okay. Do you guys have a fax machine?
We do.
What's the phone number?
Sure. 310
Okay.
300.
Hold on.
Sure.
Sorry, 1 minute. I gotta grab a pen. Okay, you said 310.
300
Okay.
3028.
3028. So you don't know what the phone number 310-218-0491 is?
2180. I'm sorry. No, the fax number is 300 3028.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with the other one.
Well, okay, we're not off to a good start. Hold on, I have one other question.
Yeah, my apologies.
And then I guess the other phone number would be, do you know the phone number 310-770? Wait, no, that's not it. Hold on. 310-770-4724.
I'm not familiar with that number. The fax number and then
No, okay, so okay, so this is the situation I've been put in because of how this has been handled.
I'm sorry, but
I called the hospital, they gave me the wrong number, they didn't call me back, so I went online, and there is a website called healthgrades.com with a picture with 26 reviews, and the phone number was the one I just read to you, and I called them, and they told me to fax my information over, which is what I did, and now they're not answering their phone.
did you fax it to? I'm sorry. What number did you fax it to?
The number that's listed, I faxed it to 310-218-0491. The phone number I called, I can't call it conversation, but it's listed online that I just told you, and they acted like they were Dr. DeSessi.
Okay. And I'm not saying the 218 number is incorrect. The one that we use and that I use primarily for the office is the 300 I gave you. So both numbers can.
I just want to ask one more question.
No problem.
How many assistants does he have?
Well, Ellie, you have to go through the hospital. The hospital, you said you already tried calling the hospital? LADMC? Is that right?
I called the hospital and I'll tell you what happened. Is I called the hospital yesterday. Eventually, I told my story to like 3 different people. Eventually, I ended up speaking to somebody by the name of Selena, who was business outreach, human resources something, who gave me the number that was disconnected. And then I called her. After I called the number, I was disconnected. I called her back, and I left her 1 or 2 voicemails saying, I called a disconnected number. Can you call me back? And then I went online, which directed me to the 310-770-4724 number for 23700 Camino del Sol, Torrance, California address, which I called, which, if I'm being honest, the person I talked to sounded like the person I talked to in the hospital last year. I could just be somebody who had a similar voice. It was a chaotic time, so I could just be adding that, and it was somebody completely different, but he sounded familiar, and he sounded like he knew what I was talking about, so that's why I felt comfortable faxing to the 310-218-0491 number.
Okay. I can assure you that I can take a message, and I'll make sure Dr. G receives it. I know he's doing rounds this afternoon, but I'll relay the message.
There's no message. I was told by the hospital to fax information to you. You're telling me I shouldn't do that.
I'm not saying you couldn't do that at all. I gave you a fax number. You can fax it by all means. I thought in addition to the fax number, you wanted to relay a message. But in front of the computer, and if a fax comes through, I'll grab it and make sure that he gets it immediately.
Okay, what is your name?
Mimi?
Mimi what? Do you have an address or anything? Because it seems like he has 4 or 5 different numbers I can call him at, and I can talk to 5 or 6 different people.
Can I get your name and number? Maybe better just have him call you directly, because I can only relay the message. I think it may be better if I just have him call you back. Is that okay?
We can do that.
Okay. Let me get your phone number. I have a 609 that came through. Is that the best number, or
609-618-2597.
Okay. 2597. And your name, please?
My name is Jonathan. If I don't answer the phone, because I know he's a busy guy, maybe he could say, hey, if you call me back between this time, I'll be available. We can try to do it that way too. I'd like to handle this as soon as possible, because I'm a little worried where I send my information to.
No problem. I'll have him call you back shortly.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
I'll relay the message immediately.
Okay.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Thanks. Bye. Hello.
Hello, may I speak with Jonathan?
Who's calling?
This is Mimi from Dr. Cassa's office.
Hi.
Hi. so I spoke to him, and the fax number that was given to you, the 218 number, was a private fax number. So he did receive your fax.
Okay.
But he said that with regards to the paperwork, and I believe it was a disability matter, it needs to be handled by your outpatient physician.
I didn't have one. The only physician I have is you guys. You guys are the ones who have made all the decisions for me.
He was the inpatient, the psychiatrist.
Well, so who was the one? Who was the one who determined to put me in there? Who was the one who determined to keep me in there? Who was the one who determined to release me? That seems to be my physician.
Okay.
That's according to the hospital. I know you guys want to send me in a runaround because there seems to be, you guys seem to know there's some sort of malpractice issue here. I think you guys are a little worried about.
We do not. I apologize if you feel that way.
Can you?
Why don't I have?
Why is it that? But okay, so I'm calling people, right? I'm in this position where I'm calling people and I'm doing the things everybody's telling me to say, and everybody's trying not to talk to me. So that just tells me you guys have something to hide. All right? Like, what else am I supposed to think? I don't know why I'm talking to you. You told me, like, I'm under the impression the person I spoke to the first time remembers me. And that's why he's not taking my call again. That's the only explanation. If the person I spoke to, the number I gave you, was a phone number where... You're not a lawyer, by the way, right?
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Because you're not telling me your last name. The hospital isn't giving me the correct phone number for him, who was a person who decided... I mean, you guys up and decided I should be on medication and all this stuff. I mean, you guys are the ones who made a lot of decisions for me. And I'm just trying to get, I didn't know how this would go about. I can't get California EDD on the phone. I can't get anybody on the phone. And you guys are just gonna send it on its way where, like, I'm just gonna be in a position where I join the homeless people on the street. So I'm just trying to get to the bottom. You're telling me, so I just want to clear things up. Just the things maybe you can answer. I know I'm saying things you probably can't respond to, right? So the phone number I called, 866-770, must be 46. No, the number. I'm sorry, that's the wrong phone number.
The numbers you gave me earlier, I wasn't familiar with, and I wasn't even familiar with the 218 number either, because that's again. But
it must be somebody. But that's not a good enough message. That's not a good enough answer. Where is his office?
Call the hospital and have the right department call you back.
Well, how would I would like to make him my doctor. How would I do that?
I'll have to go through the hospital to do that. Again, it's without.
So does he treat anybody? Does he treat anybody? Well, I'm concerned here because, like, for like hours now, I've been sitting around like, oh shit, did I send this thing to the wrong person because nobody's calling me back? Like, you guys are clearly carelessly and probably intentionally putting me in a position of not answering questions. I don't know why I'm speaking to you. Like, I legitimately know for a fact I called the other number back and they chose, one time it went to voicemail and the next time they saw it and blocked it and prevented me from calling them. So they made some calculated decision to take my phone call, hear what I have to say, tell me to fax them something, and then ignore me afterward. Like, you understand, like, this is just mild malpractice right here. Like, you guys are handling my medical information. For God forbid I sent more than what I sent.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help you or have the answers for you. Again, all I can do is take a message, and I can have the right department call you back.
You told me you were going to take a message and have the doctor call me back, and now he's not calling me back. Why was he going to call me back 5 minutes ago? You literally told me. Are you going to try to tell a person who's been diagnosed or was supposedly diagnosed with a mental illness something they're saying isn't true that you just said?
No, not at all. I'm not arguing with you.
Okay, because it sounds like that's what you guys are doing. And there might be some record and document of all this. And maybe that's why people are afraid to talk to me, because now that I'm able to be outside in the outside world and document everything that's going on to the point you guys can't accuse me of things that aren't true, now there's a problem. And you guys don't know what to do because that's how you guys are so used to behaving and acting. You're just so used to being able to say, nope, I'm the person in charge. That person doesn't know what they're talking about. Now that the shit in the real world, there's ways to see that that's not true. You guys are like, oh crap, what do we do? and that's why I have like multiple people at the hospital ignoring my call and telling me to leave them a voice message and then not calling me back. And then I'm going on the internet and finding phone numbers that are or aren't the right phone number, that I'm not being told whether or not are or not the right phone number. You understand what I'm saying? Like a person in actual real, like really, really, really in a real problem would go crazy over this type of behavior that they're literally calling the place that was supposed to treat them, asking, hey, can I talk to the people who treated me about my treatment? And nobody will do that. So yes, you can have me call who is the appropriate person at the hospital? You must know that beforehand.
I'm going to find the right department.
You don't know who that is off the top of your head?
I don't, and I don't want. I would rather.
How are you going to find that? How would I find out the name of the person I spoke to? Like, do I have to am I going to have to file something to find out who I spoke to before you?
The best place to start with would be calling the hospital.
You're misunderstanding me. So I'm telling you what happened. I'm explaining to you what happened. I can tell you I told you exactly what happened before. I went on the website. I looked up HIRUYGESSESSE on Google. I came to the website Health Grades. I got to a website that has 25 ratings, a 2-star rating for a doctor of the name I just spelled. The address was for a hospital. Before this, I called a couple of hospitals that were his listed number, and they were just different hospitals with the same rigmarole of go through this pre-recorded stuff. So I just looked it up, and eventually I got to, like I said, Health Grades, and I got the phone number 310-770-4724. I called that number, and what sounded like the exact assistant who I spoke to in the hospital and who gave me Dr. Hawaii Gisessi to speak to on the phone last minute because he had already left for the weekend. It sounded like that was the exact person I spoke to. He had a very distinct, confident, memorable voice. He sounded like, when I heard him, I was like, I think that was the guy. And I called the phone number 310-770-4724. He was very abrupt. He heard what I had to say as if he already knew what I was going to say and was already prepared to hear about it. And very abruptly said, just fax it. And I said, are you sure you guys are telling me to fax something? It says to give you the exact document. You're telling me to fax a copy. And he hung up on me. But he said, yeah, and hung up on me. So you understand my concerns here? So I'm asking you I've been sent to multiple, and I'm very appreciative of you bearing with me here. Your patience is great. That's why I'm wondering if you're a lawyer and you're just trying to listen to me to deal with this. I'm just saying, you don't even need to answer that. I know, I'm just saying, so I'm asking you, before you just get off the phone with me, who do you think you're transferring me to? Can you give me some sort of idea?
I'm going to call LADNC and find the right department. I don't want to guess here and tell you this person or that department will give you a call back. I'd rather just find the appropriate person and the appropriate department and then have them follow up.
Okay.
Rather than give you the runaround.
And I just want to ask one more question.
It's beyond my capacity.
Understood. There's one thing that's in your capacity, and this could be answered as a yes or no question. I'll first ask a yes or no question. Does Dr. Hawaii Gisessi have a physical location of address where he operates his business that is aside from his own home?
He works out of the hospital.
So he has
He's an inpatient.
So
he's an inpatient psychiatrist.
You're saying he has no physical address to locate him outside of the hospital. It's a yes or no question.
I don't know.
You don't know. Can you explain to me how your interactions with him work? Are you a hospital staff employee? Am I speaking to because you're on a no call. I just want to state for the record, you're on a no caller ID so that I cannot call you back. So I don't even know. I know I'm speaking to somebody who knows who Dr. Hawaii Gisessi is. I know you have some more familiarity than you're letting on with my story, because I haven't said some things and people at the hospital seem to know more than I'm saying. I said all in the beginning and I'm backtracking, so people know what I'm talking about. What is your relation? Are you with the hospital?
I do have to.
Are you with the hospital? Or yes or no? Are you with the hospital? Yes or no?
The hospital call you back.
Are you with the hospital? Yes or no? Your name is Mimi. This has all been recorded, just so you know. This has all been, every single thing, part of this has been recorded, just so you know.
Thank you for calling LADMC Ingleside Campus. Available agent. Human Resources, Vicky. How can I help you?
Hi, Vicky. Let me backtrack. You guys are human resources for all, just not just Ingleside campus, right? You're for everyone.
Correct. For both campuses.
Okay. Do you know, if I say, can I speak to Selena, would you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Administration.
Okay, can I speak to her?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Let me send you to her. No problem. 32. No, this is Selena.
Hi, Selena. This is Jonathan. I don't know if you remember a couple of days ago I talked to you about our Dr. Giussessi.
Yeah, I gave you the phone number to his office.
Now, okay, you gave me. I talked to a lot of people, so I'm trying to remember who I talked to. Originally, you gave me a phone number that was disconnected. Was it you I spoke to who gave me the correct number afterward?
I don't know. I just took it off of our medical staff roster. I gave you the only number that I have for Dr. Giussessi. I never knew that it was disconnected, so I don't know if I was the one that gave you a disconnected number.
Okay, so I have an issue, a big issue with your hospital to the point where I think Dr. Giussessi had somebody call me to get information from me on a restricted number to find out if I'm going to sue him for malpractice. I called you guys to try to get him to sign off on something, and I'm not getting a straight answer. I had somebody by the name of Mimi after I called and spoke to somebody at your office again, so I'm not sure if it was somebody in your office calling from a restricted number or somebody from Dr. Giussessi, because I spoke to both you and him at the same time pretty much, or somebody from his office, call me and then say somebody at the hospital from the correct department would reach out to me. That was 2 days ago. They still haven't reached out to me. So I'm suspecting that person didn't actually talk to the hospital or something.
Well, I remember what you told me, and I know that you want him to sign off on some, I guess you're filing for disability, right? Was that what you told me? Am I remembering that correctly?
I mean,
The doctor has to sign off on the certificate.
that's part of it. Yes, correct. That's probably what you were informed in regards to. That's probably what you know.
Well, I haven't spoken to anybody but you.
Okay.
You were the one that I recall the conversation that I had with you with no one
Okay,
else.
well, let me just tell you,
To anyone.
someone in your office, I could find out who it is. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it more quickly. Someone in your office gave me his new number, said, yeah, he got his number changed, here's the right number, and you're telling me that person wasn't you. But they gave me a new number, I called that number, I spoke to somebody who claimed to be his assistant and said, the doctor will call you, let me take your information. Then I had somebody call me on a restricted number saying they were with the doctor, and then basically they hung up on me after saying somebody from the hospital will call you.
That was the doctor's office. I think I mentioned to you that doctors are not our employees, they're independent contractors. So anybody that calls you has to have been from the doctor's office, because what you need is really coming out of the doctor's office. I did it unintentionally. I didn't know he had changed his number. I'm going to assume that it was the medical staff office, because we have a staff.
Why would somebody call me on a restricted number?
Okay, I don't think that came from our hospital.
Okay, so you're saying, what you're telling me is, this is literally what you're telling me, and this is what's concerning and what should really concern your hospital, that you're employing somebody like this. You're telling me he had somebody secretly call me pretending to be a member of the hospital to find out information from me, while refusing to take my call. That's what you're telling me. It's one or the other.
No, I'm not saying that.
Well,
Saying that. Jonathan, you're saying that.
Well,
I did not say that.
Well, I'm telling you that's what happened. So if you want to accuse me of something, just go out and accuse me of it.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that those are your words, not mine.
Well, I can prove it.
Okay, I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I'm just saying that that's not what I'm
Okay,
saying.
how would I... Okay, so I was put in your hospital. I gather... I've talked to other people, and I gather there's... Things are not being told to me, and people are more privy than they're letting on. And I'm just saying that's how it sounds. I contacted you guys asking to speak to a doctor who supposedly treated me in your hospital that you held me in for 3 days. Correct?
Yes, okay. But this was that your stay over
That's
a year
this.
ago,
That's
back
this.
in 2020?
Sure, it was a year ago yesterday. It's not even a year ago yet. We're around a year mark.
Around a year mark.
I guess you guys think that matters. Anyway, I called you trying to speak to that doctor, and you guys aren't letting me speak to somebody who supposedly prescribed me meds. Try to. I mean, there's a lot of issues with this, right? You understand that, right?
No. You called
How do I
me.
talk? I am asking you guys.
That I'm telling you,
Your hospital's gonna have. I would like to speak. I would like to speak to somebody who can help me. You guys have sent me around in circles, intentionally knowing in circles. This like seriously, I'm not going to let this go. Like I need to talk to somebody at your hospital. You're clearly know more than you're letting on. You're telling me, like seriously, I would like to get a restraining order against this Mimi person. Then she called me from a restricted number and lied to me.
Jonathan, I don't know what to tell you. I gave
I'm
you
gonna.
a phone number.
Who
It was a
who
wrong
who
number.
can I speak to? What is your job again?
You need to speak to the doctor.
How do I speak to the doctor? You're telling me I've called multiple numbers of his, and they've called. You're telling me it was in the hospital, but then somebody. The only way a person would have my phone number to call it restricted would be they got it from your hospital or they got it from him. You understand that, right?
No.
You, they. Okay, you guys are gonna. So you're saying there's nothing else you can do for me, right? You're saying I'm telling you I need to talk to a doctor who was supposedly supposed to treat me in a hospital that held me against my will without good reason. You're saying there's no way to talk to him if I said I wanted to be his patient. There's literally no way to hold him accountable except to sue him. There's no way to reach him. There's no way to talk to anybody else at your hospital. If he is playing mind games with other patients, there's nothing else for you guys to do about that. That's what you're saying? Can I file a complaint against him?
I already gave you.
How would I file a complaint against? How would I file a complaint? How would I file a complaint against the psychiatrist in your doctor's office? It wasn't a year ago yet.
You can send an email. You can send an email.
Just say your name one more time, just so you know. You're telling me I can't speak to anybody in the legal department. There's literally nobody else I can speak to get a hold of this psychiatrist. You gave me a fake number, then you gave me a real number.
Okay, Jonathan, there's nothing else that I can do.
And what was your name again?
Selena.
Selena, this conversation, everything has been recorded, so I just want to let you know your hospital is literally trying to make a person who spent time in your mental health facility, you're trying to say, put them in a corner so that they can't do anything. This is. I would just like to tell, if you could just get a message to your hospital, I would like to speak to somebody, one of your lawyers, before I go through with what I'm about to go through, okay?
Okay, Jonathan. Thank you for calling Human Resources. Please hold for the next available agent. Human Resources, Patty speaking.
Hi, Patty. I'm just wondering who is in charge. I'm trying to find out who is in charge of your social media account.
It's IT.
Yeah.
His name is Ed or Rick.
Okay. Well, would you be able to send him a message?
Did you call me earlier today?
Yes.
When asking me for the email? Yeah, if you send me the email with your message, I can forward it to you.
Okay, I'll include it in that. Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye.
Bye-bye.
me talk to me.
Human Resources, Nanny speaking.
Hi, if I wanted to talk to somebody about the conditions of your psych hospital, who would that correct person be?
Give me 1 second.
Thank you.
Coffee, good morning.
Hi, is this Hassana Aziz?
My name is calling.
Well, I was just transferred to you by Patty. My name is Jonathan.
Okay, Mrs. Sunny is just stepped out. And who's calling, sir?
Jonathan?
Jonathan?
Now, did she step out? When did she step out? Because I just tried calling this number. I was just transferred to this number like 2 minutes ago, and it went to voicemail. Now it's going to you. Should I leave a voicemail for her? What would you like me to do?
Okay, let me just text her if she's around. Okay?
Okay,
Can I put you on hold?
you can.
Jonathan, from what company again?
I'm a member of the public.
You're a member of the public.
Correct.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hello?
Hi.
Thank you for holding. Hello? Hi, yeah, she is with the boss right now, and if I could just get your number and message to her.
Okay. Who is her boss?
Our big boss, the owner of the hospital, and Hassana is with her right now. So,
So, like, the hospital's owned by a person?
of course, sir.
Okay, so the hospital is owned by a person making money, accepting people on the Los Angeles PD's behalf against their will.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what you mean by that. But
I would just like, I know, I'm just stating that for the record. It's nothing against you personally. My message would be, I would like to speak to Hassana Aziz about the conditions of your psych hospitals.
The psych hospital, and what's your number, sir?
You can call me at 609-618-25 609
609
618 2597.
2597, and this is regarding the psych hospital and Mr. Jonathan from the public health, or
No, I'm from the public. I'm a member of I live in Los Angeles. I'm one of the people you serve, technically.
Okay. All right, I will relay the
And
message.
your name was what?
This is Jocelyn, sir.
Jocelyn. Okay. I just want to make sure because I get the impression I'm not going to get a phone call back, so I'm just kind of trying to keep a record of everything.
No, she just told me that to get your number and your message. That's why
Okay.
I'm asking you, sir.
It's nothing personal. It's just in my experience with this hospital, you guys say you will call back and you don't. It's not you. You have not done that to me.
Everyone is like that, sir, though.
No, I know.
But,
It's not like I
relate
said.
right now.
It's nothing against you personally. I have never spoken to you before. You are a new voice. This is my experience up till this point.
Oh, I'm sorry that you experienced those, but yeah, I'm gonna text her right now and give your message to her and your number.
Okay.
609-618-2597.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a good
Bye.
day. Bye.